It was really hot here last week. In California, some areas broke records. We got up to 106 here. It's a lot cooler this week. But in heat like that, I don't want to cook. I'm not going to cook. Cold sandwiches are good enough for me when it's hot like that. And that gave me an idea about making panini. Now, panini is an Italian word, and it just means sandwiches. And I saw a lot of videos on YouTube of panini as street food. You go down the side streets and so forth in Rome or whatever, and Florence, and there are all these little shops, delis that sell street food, sandwiches. Now, here in this country, I think most of us think of panini as being grilled. It's heated, grilled sandwiches. Now, I could buy a panini press, one of those appliances, electric, but I got to store it somewhere. This is going to be, I think, a little bit easier, a lot easier. I bought a grill press. It's cast iron, and you heat this up on the stove, get it up to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is around 175 Celsius. You put your sandwich on a heated griddle, you get that hot, put the sandwich on there, put this hot on top, and the idea is it toasts the sandwich from the bottom and the top. I'm actually going to do something absurd. I'm going to use 2 pans because I want my bread toasted on both sides. So I'm going to use a griddle as well as a skillet and do that on the stove and so forth. Just because I'm experimenting, I'm having some fun, I'm playing. I wouldn't use 2 pans to make one sandwich. But anyways, let's make, and I'm going to make a hot pastrami and provolone cheese sandwich. So let's make a panino. I like these square rolls available at Costco. They're almost like ciabatta. As I said, I want to toast both sides of my bread, so I'm going to trim some of the crust off the top and shave just a thin amount off the bottom. The rolls come pre-split, but not all the way through. So I need to cut this apart so that I can toast it. Now I can butter these and toast them in a skillet. I'm going to toast the inside first. The outside will be toasted when I assemble my sandwich. I'm heating my cast iron griddle. Using a laser thermometer, I can check the temperature. It's about 340 degrees Fahrenheit or about 170 degrees Celsius. That's a good temperature for toasting bread. Meanwhile, I toasted one side of those slices, as you can see here. While the bread was toasting, I put some pastrami in the skillet to heat it up and render some of the fat. Stack the meat on top of the toast. Try to get it neat and pretty. Place a slice of provolone cheese on top. Then place the other slice of bread on top, also toasted on one side, and then set the hot grill press on top. The first thing this grill press is going to do is start cooling. So I think heating it up a little more than the griddle will help, maybe to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. I can hear things sizzling. Now we wait for the bread to toast and for the cheese to melt. Let's look at this panino. The top looks lightly browned and the cheese is obviously melted. You can see it oozing out the sides a little. If I flip this over, you can see how nicely the bottom toasted. Now I want to taste this sandwich. There it is. My first panino made with my new grill press. And that looks so good. Oh, nice and crisp. It takes a while to chew and swallow all that. I know you could hear the crunch, and that was from the toast. The bread being toasted on both sides. You'll notice I didn't put anything on that, like mustard. I like my things plain. I even like a hot dog on a bun, toasted bun, but no ketchup, no relish, no onions, nothing like that. I like the plain flavor. of many things. So I didn't put any condiment on this. But right now, it's just 1 o'clock. So excuse me while I go enjoy my lunch of a pastrami and provolone cheese panino.